You know, there's so much distraction around us, so much distraction. And these distractions, they come to hinder us. They come to stop us from being who God has called us to be. They come to slow us down. That's what they come to do. You know, a lot of us should have been further ahead in life. We should have been far gone. We should have been doing some great exploit for the kingdom. But along the journey of life, you know, these distractions, it came to slow us down, to halt us. And sometimes we find ourselves in places and in things that we're not supposed to be in. It really wasn't a part of God's plan for our lives, but we find ourselves there. And many people are now struggling and wondering, why is my life like this? Why is nothing happening for me? When is something gonna turn for me? When is God gonna come through for me? Because of these distractions, my friends. But here's something I want you to know. They can slow us down. The enemy can slow you down, but he cannot stop your purpose in life. You have to know that. Come on, you have to get that one. He can't stop your purpose in life. My friends, you see, these things come to make you not see what God has in store for you. Do you know that the same way, you know, God has big plans for us is the same way the devil has big plans for us. And anything to hinder you from getting that plan in motion, he will do it. My friends, some of us will never be able to experience fullness of joy until we begin to walk in what God has called us to do. I'm telling you that. You will forever be man's slave. You will forever experience sadness. You will forever experience discomfort because you're not walking in the fullness of what God has called you to walk in. When you begin to walk in the fullness of what God has called you to walk in, that's how you're going to experience open doors. Oh, I love that part. That's how you're going to experience open doors. That's how you're going to see the hand of God in your life. That's how you're going to experience, when the Bible talks about the windows of heaven that are open, that's how you're going to experience it. When we are walking in what God has called us to do upon the face of the earth. I love the story of David. Because you see, my friends, from the time Samuel anointed David to be king, well, first he consecrated him and then he anointed him to be king. From that time until he became king, he had to go through a lot. He himself ended up in things that he was not supposed to be in. I tell you about the distractions. The distractions are there to hinder you from fulfilling your God-given purpose. Not just your purpose, but your God-given purpose upon the face of the earth. I don't want you to sit down and worry about what has happened. I don't want you to sit down and worry about who never helped you. I don't want you to complain about who might say things about you along the journey or do things to hinder you along the journey. All those things had to happen for you to gain an experience in this life. Whoa, I love that part. And when you gain that experience in this life, listen, you run the rest of the race. Because no matter what happened at the end of the day, David had to. Yes, things happen, but David had to fulfill his purpose by being a king of Israel. You know, I've been told many times, Judith, you will never see who you truly are until you begin to walk in the calling, in the purpose, in the plan, and in the will of God for your life. I was told that many times, many times. And I've seen doors shut in my face. I've seen so many and experienced so many things that for me, I'm like, oh my God, why did this happen to me? Like some of you are experiencing the same thing and you're saying, God, why did this happen to me? But not to worry. Help is on its way. The same way they told me is the same way I'm telling you right now. God has big plans for you, and you will never see the greatness of God until you're able to walk in your God-given potential. Believe me when I'm telling you, it is only what God tells you to do, and you start doing it, that you're going to see God move in your life.
Your fight what is the inside of you. But your fight was a part of your preparation.
My friends, you have greatness on the inside of you. Now give birth to greatness. The distractions are there, and they're doing their job. Now you rise and do your job. And your job is to focus on the author and the finisher of your faith. Hey, we can do it. Yes, we can. Come on, rise to purpose. Rise and fulfill your purpose upon the face of the earth.